Hello guys! I wanted to do a problem in this video going over this problem, how to simplify a rational expression where there's fractional exponents on this, and how, basically using algebraic properties in order to factor this out and cancel out whatever we need to cancel out. So this is one of those problems that a lot of students have trouble going over. I would not recommend for anybody to turn this into radical form, because it's going to make it a lot harder. So do not do that. But what we can do here, so we know that if we can, obviously we have to understand how fractions work. So like 3/2, for example, we kind of want it so that we can factor this -1/2 out somehow. So we know that 3/2 is really going to be 2/2 plus 1/2. However, we also know that so I don't want to use that method actually. We know that if I, for example, take x to the 1/2, sorry guys, x to the 1/2 and raise it to the third power, we know that x to the n to the m is really x to the n m. So we know that this is power property of exponents. So you kind of have to understand those in order to do this. And by the way, this is for those that are in college algebra, if you're in college algebra, or pre-cal. Oh god. And so basically we're going to use that rule here. So the way that I'm going to do this, I'm going to rewrite this part. So I'm going to keep the 2, have 2. So let me go ahead and rewrite the problem. Okay guys, so I went ahead and rewrote the problem. I want to make this very clear, this part right here. So we're going to put this in for this part right there. Okay guys, so what we're going to do, we're going to put 2x to the, and actually let me color code this guys, hold on. Okay guys, so we're gonna put this in for this, so basically what's on the left actually. So let's do 2x to the 3/2, so it's gonna be 2x to the 1/2. Oops, sorry guys, I just hate when it does that. 2x to the 1/2. And actually, let me put it this way. And we're going to cube this whole thing. Minus x to the... And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make... So x to the -1/2, if you think about it. Sorry, guys. If I'm like taking a few minutes, I'm really trying to make my handwriting like good to read, like readable. So this is really x to the -1, or we can actually say x to the 1/2 to the -1 power. Again, we're gonna color code here. So basically this is gonna be what we have right there. And so that's what we're gonna put for this whole thing right here. So we're gonna put minus x to the 1/2 raised to the -1. So that is specifically what this becomes. Okay, I really want to make it very clear what I'm doing. So now we're going to put it over, and now x squared if you think about it, this is x times x. And we know that x to the 1/2 squared, if we use, again, properties of exponents, that's equal to x. So we can say that x squared in terms of 1/2, in terms of halves, is going to be x to the 1/2 to the 4th power, because x to the 4/2 is x squared, and that's what we have on the bottom. So we know that this whole thing here is going to be this. So we're going to have, again, I'm going to put x to the 1/2 and then raised to the 4th power. So now everything looks a lot better. So now this looks a little bit easier than what we first had in the beginning. So now what I'm going to do is, we know that on the top and the bottom, if I make u equal to x to the 1/2, it can make it even easier for myself. What I can say is that this is 2u cubed minus u to the -1 over u to the 4th power. And this looks a lot easier. So now it's a matter of actually just simplifying, or actually factoring out the terms. You can, if you want, make the exponents like positive and stuff like that, but I'm not going to do that here because it's just going to make it more complicated. I'm going to just say this is u to the negative, let's do, it's going to be u to the -1, so we're going to factor out, and then we're going to do times 2u, and it's going to be, so I know u to the -1 times, if I want to get to u cubed, -1 plus x equals 3. So it's going to be times u to the 4th. So it's going to be minus u to the 4th. And you can check that by factoring it back in. So like that over, and actually, wait a minute. I'm sorry. 2u to the 4th should be right here. And then minus 1, so it would be the following. Hold on, guys. It'd be minus 1 all over u to the 4th. And again, you can make it, like, you can use properties of exponents at this point. This is u to the -1 over u to the 4th times 2u to the 4th minus 1 over 1. This is properties of exponents. If I do a to the m over a to the n, this is equal to a to the m minus n. So you just subtract the exponents. It's just quotient property. So this becomes u to the -1 minus 4, and then times 2u to the 4th minus 1. This is going to be u to the -5 times 2u to the 4th minus 1. Sorry, guys, hold on. Give me a second. And then from here, we're just going to go ahead. We can, if you want, you don't have to. At least I don't, actually, never mind. We're not going to factor this because it'll just look messy. But we know that u was, like I said, we had said that u was actually x to the 1/2. So I'm sure it'll actually simplify from here. This is going to be x to the 1/2 raised to the -5 power times 2 and it's going to be x to the 1/2 raised to the 4th, because that was what u was, right? And so, hold on guys, 1 second. So then, and it's going to be -1, like that. Okay, so now we can go ahead and just simplify a little more. So clean it up a little more. Make it perfect. So this becomes x to the -5/2 times 2x squared, because it's 2x to the 4/2, right? When you multiply these together, you get 2. So it's going to be 2x squared minus 1. You can go the extra step and actually do it without, what is it? Like, without, oh Lord have mercy, what is it called? Without negative exponents, if you want. You can say that this whole thing, since it's being multiplied by, this, we know that x to the -5/2 and x to the -u is 1 over x to the u. So this is going to be 1 over x to the 5/2. It really depends on how the answer looks. All of these things are correct, but you can do that. Basically, it's going to be 2x squared minus 1 over x to the 5/2 power. That's the simplest that I can actually get this to. I mean, I don't think there's any other way to say it. It really depends on how the, how they do it, but this can be an answer, and also this in and of itself can be an answer. So really, we can, this clearly, obviously, is what this is, and, we did that, we put it all over this, so, this is our final answer for this problem, guys. So that is going to be it for this video. If anybody has any questions whatsoever, please let me know, and also please like, comment, and or subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.